I made the level you cannot possibly beat using a secret technique called Randomization. It uses hidden logic behind the game so that no player can possibly figure out how to complete it. If you want to break my impossible level, use this level code. But before we start, let's dive into the secret technique and learn how randomization works. Nintendo determines random actions through a number called RNG seed, and RNG stands for Random Number Generation. Each RNG seed generates a set of completely different results. If the RNG seed is the same, the random results are the same. Interestingly, RNG seed relates to player rations. The same gameplay always gives the same seed, and therefore the same random result. This is the fundamental idea behind my level. So, the only way to complete my level is to perform a specific set of actions, which generate a specific RNG seed. Only with the correct RNG seed can players get through my special contraption. The basic unit in my contraption is Hammer Bros. With a different RNG seed, Hammer Bros move in different directions. In this contraption, the direction the Hammer Bros moves lays down a bomb, which will be triggered by this on-off switch and blow up the blocks underneath. To check whether the RNG is correct, we will run a test with the mushroom to see whether every block has been destroyed. If the RNG seed is correct, the mushroom will go into the key room and grab the key to the goal for us. If the RNG seed is incorrect, the mushroom will be blocked and Toad will be stuck in the level for eternity. The contraption is actually not bulletproof though, as seen in my previous impossible levels, which uses the same contraption. The assumption behind my previous levels is that the RNG system is so complex that no one can possibly replicate the same results by luck. I overestimated the complexity of the RNG system. In fact, it's really simple. Let me introduce you to the RNG counter. The RNG counter resembles the actual seed number behind all random actions in the game. The RNG counter only increases by 1 per action. It increases by 1 when the player lands and stops crouching. It increases by 1 every frame when the player is moving on ground, either walking or running. Surprisingly, RNG counter does not increase when player is airborne or when crouching. This means our player movements on claws do not contribute to randomness at all. As long as the RNG counter is the same when random items are loaded, the results are always the same. For example, crouching for 23 times is the same as walking for 23 frames. Simply put, RNG seed can be easily replicated. Players can easily brute force any RNG lock. So, what's the solution? To tackle this problem, I duplicated the RNG check setup 4 times. Players have to enter the correct RNG seed 4 times in a row, which significantly increases the difficulty of cracking the level. However, some sneaky players may try to guess the RNG seed of each lock one by one through the feedback of the contraption. To avoid spoiling the correct RNG seed, I hid all the available feedback in the level. Players are introduced to a pitch black level with limited visibility. Only after entering all forces can players begin the final check. The mushroom check happens off-screen, so players don't know what time they got the RNG seed wrong. The only feedback players will get is whether they are given the key or not. In this impossible level, the chance of level completion is decreased to near 0. There are 40 binary checks in the level, decreasing the clear rate to 1 over 2 to the power of 40, which is 1 in a trillion chance. While this level is theoretically impossible, I want more players to debug my level. If you want to contribute to perfect my impossible level, be sure to use this level code to play the level. Disclaimer, it's very hard. There is a Kaizo session before each guess. If you still want to challenge yourself, challenge my level, use this level code. Wish you the best of luck in not completing my level.